Previously on Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? Did anybody have a grudge against him?
He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him.
Oh my god. And now back to the present. But are we ready to do this? I would assume since it's the first time that we can do it. We have a lot of evidence too, so... Whew! Here we go! I always love these. They appeared when I asked her whether anyone had a grudge against her husband. That's an interesting time for that to show up, actually. That must mean that Miss Inmee thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little and see what happens. Miss Inmee, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be.
That would be Maya, would it not?
No, of course not! It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. There you go. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband. Well, I'm gonna take a chance and say the escaped prisoner here, although I'm not really sure. I believe the escaped prisoner killed your husband. You probably thought that your husband would get in the way of his escape plan.
But were that the case, wouldn't Maya have been slain as well?
Oh. Yeah, you got a point there. Okay, we were suspecting earlier that he was working with the Defiant Dragons based on the fact he has the letter. What if it's Lady Kira? Maybe she caught on to it or something. It was the Rebel Hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. Oh god, what the heck?
I know not of what you speak.
Really? Because she even made the front page recently. Oh my god, this is like, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Vera Misham a little bit. Jeez.
Quack 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 quack. I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I?
Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Albert. It's the bloodstained letter.
Take that! I don't see how that's connected with my husband, or Lady Kira for that matter.
Really? But doesn't this part here remind you of your husband? The blood? Oh my god, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person!
I'm not seeing this resemblance.
Sorry. Looks like I was mistaken. Okay. Oh, dude, you know what? Hang on. This is the letter with the holes in it. Okay, I got confused for a second. I thought the letter from the... I was thinking it was this letter that had the holes in it. My bad. That's what that was the whole reason I presented that in the first place. Shoot.
Take that!
Idiot! This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. Well, there's one. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it?
And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either.
Sorry, but, I have evidence that proves this warning was meant for your husband. It was meant for him, right? Through an envelope addressed to the High Priest, there's no return address, and 3 unusual-looking holes are punched into it. Yep. So we're going ahead and using the holes now.
What's that?
It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it? She's gonna be like, nope. And then we're gonna say, well, yep.
What nonsense is this? How can you prove the warning was delivered in this envelope?
There's gotta be some way to prove it. Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? There just might be something that links the envelope to the warning letter.
There is?
Yes, and that proof is right here on the warning letter. This spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered in that envelope. So we just pick any one of the three of them. We'll try the one in the middle, I guess.
Take that!
The three holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. How weird is that? As for what made the holes, well, gee. I almost feel bad now because we're not going to be able to use this in court. I thought I had some kind of little ace up my sleeve here with this, but now we're getting rid of it now. That's okay though, at least we know. They were made by this warbat arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Whoa, oh, take it easy. Oh, Rayfa's gonna be so mad about this. Whew. But hey, here we are. Hey man, it's not easy, I know. Are you okay? Trust in me here. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Are you ready to go back to Titanic?
I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent.
Then why do you keep it a secret?
Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't.
Guess that makes sense, yeah. There's something weird about, like, the display. There's like a black line going down the center, so that the left side of her is slightly darker than the right side. I was gonna say maybe that's something with the capture device, but it's on my 3DS too, it looks like that. Oh, you know, that's just her veil. My bad. I was trying to figure out what that was. If the rebel hunter was after him, I can see how people might at least suspect.
We are a Khur'ainist kingdom, as such. Rising up against the monarchy is the same as blaspheming Khur'ainism itself.
Your husband was a devout priest of Khur'ainism, and you feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public.
Yes.
That makes sense, but is it the honest truth? What if the High Priest really was a rebel? There we go. The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still... This just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Could you tell me a little more about the warning?
It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed.
It's by the side of your bed?
Yes. We had the whole house locked up tight. And yet someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear?
Yes, it was totally frightening. Can I go back to Mega Man X now? But you didn't contact the police. Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel.
That's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Tarrust would still be alive today. Oh, lovely wife, no need to fret, my dear. I'm sad now. My only regret is that I left you all alone. Barbed head, that is quite enough!
Yes, you're probably right. Mrs. Inmee, I'm sorry to bother you. It's such a difficult time.
Don't be silly. I'm happy if I've helped.
And so am I.
Your benevolence. May you swiftly shine light upon the truth.
Boy, imitating one voice that in turn is imitating another is tricky business.
Barbed head. You seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira.
Yeah, well, she did it. No.
And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame for the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion here.
Gnurk! I am in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abbott and me would be Maya. They might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. Maybe I will.
My mother has said what? It seems I must go.
It's about time. I'm just kidding. Something happened?
Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the high priest's passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein. Lament, whatever. Her Eminence has so decreed, has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it is only natural, considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Believe.
Oh.
Thank you, your benevolence. My husband is most delighted too.
How wonderful for you, Miss Inmee. A direct decree from the Queen. Must be quite an honor. Still can't figure out who that is that she looks like, I swear.
Bobhead, you are coming as well.
I can't... No! I don't have much time left to investigate, man! I'm gonna go watch some thing for some guy that I don't even know.
As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now come along.
Ugh. Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. I better let her have her way this time. Huh. May 10th. Garen Palace. Audience chamber. Don't leave me. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Boy, they spared no quarter with him when they made this place, didn't they? Jeez. Shit, I missed what she said. Can I look at it? Oh my god, you're a circle. Wait, what is going on with your body? Hang on a second, let me see what it said. Better let her have her way, okay. Welcome, Lady Believe. Okay, that's all it was. Okay, what is... Where are your arms? Am I not... I don't get this. Is this for real? Maybe like her arms are crossed or something, but she's like totally symmetrical. It's like... she's like 2/3 face. Except she's half face. Which means she's whole face.
What is wrong with you, Barbed? Show some respect.
I can't, she's an egg! Should I bow or prostrate my... Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, which is quite alright. Stay as you are.
What is this?
Father. Your Eminence, I would like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband.
His exemplary service deserves to be... I don't know, dude.
His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more.
She's an egg! You will give me an egg!
Oh, your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I. Oh.
I don't... Where are your arms? What is going on here? Now that's what I call commanding. Is she just like... Oh, I think I get it now. I think I get it. Okay, those are her sleeves at the bottom, and her hands are like... She's like... I can't describe it. She's holding her hands together in front of her stomach, right? And those yellow parts with the red triangles on them are like the hems at the end of her sleeve or something. That's what it is. I was like, what is going on with this lady? I do not understand. Oh my god.
So, you are the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks?
Yes, Your Eminence. I am so very honored to make your noble acquaintanceship. I'm humbled to bask in your resplendence. Oh my god, did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen.
Ho ho, may the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the Chamber of Prayer. Rayfa, you are to accompany us too.
Yes, Mother. Wow, the Queen is seriously something else. She's something else! Definitely something else. The Prayer of Lament, huh? Who are you? There have been a lot of these. Holy shitballs! How's it going, Hugh Jackman? Long time no see. Inga. That's right. Don't see how all that'll do any good. It's Justice Minister Inga. Huh? Who are you, buddy? Nice to see you again, Minister Inga. Again? Have we met? I'm Phoenix Wright. We met in the accused lobby the other day. Oh, right. Blue suit, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two. Oh my god. Well, there you go. Yeah, Rayfa. He's Princess Rayfa's father. So he's Queen Khur'ain's husband. Khur'ain's husband. You planning on sticking your fat nose in this mess too? The accused is a good friend of mine. Like I said last time, you better watch yourself, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You want to question me? That would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work. We'll have to sneeze while I pee. Alright. First of all, examine this room. Hey, keep your paws off that stuff over there. It's all pretty pricey. More than you could possibly imagine, I'd wager. Yeah, I'd better keep my hands to myself. So don't give me no lies and keep your hands to yourself. I wanted to let you know that I wanted to let you know that I will be the defense lawyer on this case too. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. He's just signing away his life here, isn't he? But it's gonna be different this time. I got Khur'ain's top prosecutor on this one, see? I don't care who I go up against, I'm gonna win. Because that's what I do. You haven't forgotten that little thing called the DCA, have you? Blow this one, you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? You lawyers are all the same. You stretch your stuff till the DCA comes down hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you. Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. We're actually talking about this, huh? Were you the one who wrote the DCA? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm going to enforce the thing. The thing? It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade, like falsified evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy. Efficient, even. Handy? Efficient? Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Khur'ain administration are just gonna get what they deserve. Especially those rebel scum. You can get away with that here? Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I'd force the law on Khur'ain, see? And being that I'm the Queen's husband, that makes me king. I am king! 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 Off with his head! Sorry, as a Robin Hood moment there. No, I'm pretty sure the Queen is the boss around here. Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with less majesty. Nope. Can't get arrested now. Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. That's all thanks to the DCA. So I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my clients unless I can speak my mind. Even without the DCA, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say, I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I'd watch it if I were you. I got a little trick up my sleeve is highlighted. Your sleeves are very thick, I did notice, but, so there must be a lot up there. Because you got a defined attitude, like one of them dragon dupes. I don't know a thing about these so-called dragon dupes. Say, White, you know what these are? What, your paychecks? No, what? Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off. What? Yeah, what? Oh, sheesh. Oh my gosh, you know, I just realized this guy kind of looks like Gant, doesn't he? Holy crap, Damon Gant. Man, what a piece of work that guy was, I'll tell you. And tomorrow, I'll have even more work to do, processing the one for your little friend. And you as well. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you? I don't know. Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow. Damn straight. Damn right.
I've returned, Bobhead.
You okay? Your benevolence, you done with the Wright?
Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Just like everything else around here. Lady Believes stayed behind to speak with Mother.
I hope this will ease her sorrow, if even just a little.
So, you've been speaking with my father?
Yeah, you could say that.
My father's a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Khur'ain as it stands today owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honored. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer.
Yeah, of course. Seems Rayfa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. Let's do it. I am ready to talk to Maya. How you doing? Oh, it's you, Nick. Hey. Maya, you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Yeah. I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence, but I have a small lead. Really? But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick? Did you have anything better to do? I was wondering that myself. It doesn't seem like it.
I heard that! How rude! Of course I have many other things I could be doing. Don't you think I'd rather be doing those than hanging around with you losers? Jeez, man.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the bathroom before I talk to Maya, so hang on a second. Alright, Maya, what you got to tell us here? The High Priest. He was high, alright. Look at the dude. It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? Ooh. I know, I knew she was gonna be shocked by that one. Why would you even think that? Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. Yeah. Uh-oh, Princess Rayfa overheard me.
What idiocy is this? About Inmee, a rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That is the sort of person he was.
Alright, I was just raising the possibility.
I will not listen to such tomfoolery.
Well, you can go somewhere else then. Go to the bathroom or something. She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Okay, that's fine. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the rite. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why. He was restless and kept looking up at the sky. Was he anticipating a prisoner escaping? Oh my god, what if he helped the prisoner escape? And he was looking to make sure he got out. It doesn't really tell us much, does it? Maybe, I don't know. Anything else come to mind? Sorry, that's about it. It's okay, girl. Guess this is all I'm gonna learn about the High Priest till now, or right now. But there is one thing I should follow up on. Oh, that's right. Oh, that is weird. With Princess Rayfa gone, this might be my only chance. Channeling. Why? Isn't that like what they do around here? I mean, obviously it's not, but because we haven't seen anybody like even remotely bring it up. Maya, about what you said earlier, why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits? All that. You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here? I heard. It was kind of a shock at first. In Khur'ainism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I see. So spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority, then, in that sense. I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it too. How dare you call me a nobody? Oh, no. Spirit channeling in the Khur'ain tradition was developed from a Khur'ainist style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Khur'ainese. It may be a quirk due to how our styles diverged, but I don't really know. So spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the queens of Khur'ain. And it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya. Then I guess that makes Queen Khur'ain and Princess Rayfa distant relatives of Maya's? Anyway, that was highlighted, so, Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. And what is this qualification to become the master? To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition, and without fail, every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. You know, like when I needed to show my boobs to make some guy spill his guts about something, or whatever. Yeah, and it was more like spirits possessed her, as opposed to her channeling them. So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want? Yeah, you want to see? Would you like to speak to Mia? You think? Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. Really? What are you gonna be like, oh my god, you're gonna be like that T-1000 in the lava when he dies, and he turns into like 4 different things. Better make sure you have some really big clothes for that, because there ain't no telling. So you might end up channeling Jarrett from Subway. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm gonna ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Maya's the next big hope of Khur'ain Village. That's gotta be a lot of pressure. So speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must mean the Plumed Punisher Warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. I've seen it 10 times. Ask me anything. Name an episode number, I will tell you what the first line of the episode is. So you've already seen the Plumed Punisher? You really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it.
There's not a single person in Khur'ain who does not know of it.
You're back. Huh.
As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So I have changed my mind. For in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories.
Her sense of duty is commendable. But I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. Great timing, your benevolence. there's actually something I wanted to show off to the both of you. Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden. Yep! Ta-da! What's that? It's the Plumed Punisher. It's an ultra-rare Plumed Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It was specially made to promote the TV show.
You're the owner of this strap?
Don't tell me. You're a Plumed Punisher fan too, Your Benevolence?
No, of course not. Why would I ever watch a stupid show like that? Only little children watch that show.
Dude, you're like 14 and I'm 35 and Maya's 20... Eight. And you're calling... Never mind. Right.
No, I'm telling the truth.
Sure, let's just leave it at that. So how'd you get your hands on that, Maya? Wouldn't you like to know? I found a kindred spirit in a Plumed Punisher fan here in Khur'ain. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders. And by cultural exchange, you mean you swapped TV show promo merchandise? You bet! I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. I don't suppose it was Albie by any chance. Oh, here it goes. It sure does. That is true. But what does this have to do with anything? I don't know. Right. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Pop, 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 pop. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plumed Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. I'm gonna totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. It's gonna be a huge hit. Right, Your Benevolence?
I have no interest in such things. I'm trying so hard not to say anything because
Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plumed Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick. Boy, it's just like old times, isn't it? Man, I think I've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. What do you say to that? Can I present something to you? I'm gonna present this thing to her again, just to drive her crazy.
Do not flaunt that strap before me.
You know, I get the feeling you really want this for yourself, Your Benevolence.
You nincompoop! You know not of what you speak! I desired it so dearly that I had all of our retainers dispatch multiple postcards for it.
Alright then, it seems really want was an understatement. I mean, you know, you can have it, I guess. Ooh, wanted poster.
Ah, the escaped prisoner. He has the very face of evil. It actually reminds me of you, lawyer.
I hardly think I look that scary.
Huh. Do not doubt my all-seeing eye in such matters, barbed head. It is the appearance of your Mitama that reminds me of his evil face.
Well, if we're talking about my soul, I guess I just have to trust your professional opinion. If it wasn't for the express purpose of making me out to be a criminal, that is. Well...
That is the Warbad arrow.
I don't see the connection between this arrow and a warbad, though. Warbad.
The feathers of a warbad were used in its fletching. And its design was also inspired by the official bird of Khur'ain.
Wow, you were able to explain all that without Nana. Hey, you totally were.
What did you just say?
Nothing, never mind. Why can't I ever keep my big mouth shut? It was supposed to be a compliment, you know, like... So they said go back to the temple then? I guess we'll do that. Ooh, my head is itchy. May 10th, Temple. It's getting late. Won't be long until sundown. Mr. Wright, your benevolence! Hey! Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. Thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, please allow me to help! I still have 15 minutes left of the day that I can spend not praying, so we should be good here. Okay, first we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right! It was that rebel hunter! But what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? If you could solve that mystery... Right, I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. Might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead. Huh.
How unfortunate for you, barbed head. Why do you have to be so stupid? Your only hope is pure speculation. I shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime at all.
Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest.
I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DCA.
Your benevolence!
While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is perhaps a product of my careful monitoring of your every move.
I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, Your Benevolence. Not that you would believe me. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence anyway, within the confines of the law. Yup. Even with these chains, I will still beat you.
How can you be so sure you will?
Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon.
What nonsense. You've chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As royal priestesses, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time I will prove that the insights I glean thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial. And your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe.
Wow. How could you stand to hang out with me all day like that if you really want me dead? I don't know. Yeah, well... So... Let me see here. Man. Having little flashbacks to that first case. That whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. I mean, I'm really anxious to see this guy's last moments, you know, to see what's... Because I feel like once we see that, things might start to make a little more sense here. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do. Well, if you don't prove her innocence, that will be the last thing you do. To be continued. Yeah, I guess after Case 2's long-ass investigation, I was kind of expecting this to be long too, so it didn't surprise me nearly as much that it was actually pretty long. But hey, we got through it, so save game. That, though, I feel like was short enough that I could see the possibility of there being a second investigation section. When we come back, trial day 1 of Case 3, y'all. Beautiful. See you guys next time.